I keep them in a shoebox under the bed, tied with a ribbon the color of regret. Your handwriting curls like smoke from a match. Every I love you now feels like a scratch. I pull one out when the house is too still, read the same lines till my eyes start to spill. The paper is thin, it tears at the fold, just like the promises that grew too old. You wrote them in summer when we still believed. Now winter has come and the ink has deceived. Crumbled like old letters, scattered across my floor in the dark. Words that once held me together are breaking my heart piece by piece. Remark crumbled like old letters. I try to smooth them but they won't stay flat. Love folded too many times and now it's just that, crumbled like old letters. There's one from December, edges burned brown. You said forever while snow fell downtown. I trace every curve of your careful eye. Wonder if you knew you were already goodbye. The ink is gone faint like your voice in my head, but the ache stays sharp, the wound never bled. I press them to my chest like they still hold heat, but all I feel is the cold where you used to meet. I should throw them away, let the past turn to dust, but throwing you out feels like betraying us. Crumbled like old letters, scattered across my floor in the dark. Words that once held me together are breaking my heart piece by piece. Remark crumbled like old letters. I try to smooth them but they won't stay flat. Love folded too many times and now it's just that, crumbled like old letters. If I burn them tonight, would the smoke carry you? Would the ashes remember the things we went through? Or would they just settle like dust on the shelf, leaving me holding a ghost of myself? I can't let them go, though they tear me apart. They're the last little pieces still beating in my heart. Crumble like old letters, they're falling apart, they're falling apart. No matter how careful I try to restart, you're gone from the page but you're carved in my scars. Crumble like old letters, the ink has all run, the paper is torn. Love ended in silence, but the hurting's reborn. Crumble like old letters, crumble like old letters. Still here, still hurting. Crumbled, crumbled, crumbled. Still here, still hurting. Crumbled. Ceiling fans hums the same tired song. 317 glows like it's been there all along. I turn to your side, still crease from your weight, but the pillow's gone cold and it won't recreate your shape, your warmth, the way you breathe slow. Now the silence is heavier than you'll ever know. I count streetlights bleeding through half-closed blinds. Each one flickers your laugh in stop motion rewind. The clock ticks louder when I close my eyes, like it's mocking the hours that refuse to die. I pull the blanket tight, try to trap your sin, but it's fading faster than my common sense. I beg the dark for just one dreamless stretch, but you keep arriving in every wretched sketch. Sleepless nights without end, eyes burning holes through the black. Sleepless nights without end, your name keeps dragging me back. No mercy, no morning that feels like release, just me and the echo of your missing piece. Sleepless nights without end. I scroll through old messages, blue light on my face, read goodnight baby like it's still the same place. The typos, the hearts, the three little dots, now they're ghosts in my hands and they burn what I've got. I type your name then delete, type it again, hit send and no one, just punishing skin. The fridge hums low like a faraway train. I open it once, stare then close it again. Nothing looks edible, nothing feels right. Appetite left with you that last night, so I wander the kitchen, barefoot and small, waiting for daylight to break down the wall. I tell myself tomorrow I'll sleep, I'll be fine, but tomorrow arrives and it's still your design. Sleepless nights without end, eyes burning holes through the black. Sleepless nights without end, your name keeps dragging me back. No mercy, no morning that feels like release, just me and the echo of your missing piece. Sleepless nights without end. I could swallow the pills that the doctor prescribed, trade nightmares for nothing, feel chemically quiet, but even in blackout I reach for your side. Fingers find nothing the same, empty tide. I've tried counting backwards, tried breathing too slow, tried screaming your name till my throat starts to close. I've opened the window, let the city come in, sirens and headlights and still no begin. If sleep is a mercy, then why won't it land? Why does the mattress still wait for your hand? I'm so fucking tired of staying awake just to prove to the darkness you're never coming back. Yet here I am, still wide open, undone, counting the hours till another night's won. Sleepless, sleepless without end. Sleepless nights without end, they stretch forever, they never bend. Sleepless nights without end, your ghost won't let this heart mend. No sunrise can fix what you tore when you left, just endless repeating the theft after theft. Sleepless nights, still here. Still here, still waiting, still sleepless without end. You leaned in close when the lights were low, voice soft as velvet, moving slow. This is real, this is us, this is true. I let every syllable sink right through. Your breath on my neck felt like safety then. Now it's poison replaying again and again. I still hear the forever you breathed in my ear, the no one else that disappeared. You spoke them quiet like secrets we shared, but secrets turn sharp when they're left in the air. I close my eyes and try to mute the sound, but the volume rises when no one's around. I thought whispers were gentle, harmless and small, but yours grew teeth and they tore through it all. Whisper lies echo loud, bouncing off walls in this empty house. Whispered lies echo loud, filling the quiet you left me without. They scream in the dark when I try to sleep. Every soft promise cuts twice as deep. Whispered lies echo loud, they won't stop. I walk past the mirror, catch my own gaze, see the girl who believed every phrase. Your I love yous hang like smoke in the room. They drift and they curl and they never consume, but they linger, they twist, they refuse to fade. A recording on loop that my heart still plays. Sometimes I answer them out in the night, mouth the words back like it'll make it right. I believed you, my voice cracks and breaks, but the echo just mocks every promise you faked. The silence between us was never this loud, till your quiet deceit became all I allowed. You spoke them so softly, I never saw the blade. Now every replay is a debt unpaid. Whispered lies echo loud, bouncing off walls in this empty house. Whispered lies echo loud, filling the quiet you left me without. They scream in the dark when I try to sleep. Every soft promise cuts twice as deep. Whispered lies echo loud, they won't stop. I could scream, back shatter the glass of the sound, fill the whole room till the echoes drown. But what good is noise when the damage is done? Your quiet betrayal already won. I press my hands to my ears, but they slip right through. The words keep returning, they're part of me too. Every I promise, every your mind reverberates louder with the passing of time. I trusted the volume of love spoken low. Now the silence is deafening and the lies won't let go. They bounce and they build till they're all I can hear. Your whispered goodbye still ringing clear. Whisper lies echo loud, whispered lies echo loud, hurting still tearing me down. The quietest moments they scream without sound. They live in the spaces where your voice used to be, a ghost in the reverb forever with me. Whispered lies echo loud, they won't fade out. Echo, whispered lies, still here, still echoing. Winter slipped in through the cracks in the door, left frost on the windows, frost on the floor. I wrap both my arms around myself tight, but the chill settles deeper each long winter night. Your scarf still folded on the back of the chair. I pull it around me, pretend you're still there, but the wool holds no pulse, no rhythm, no heat, just echoes of fingers they used to meet. I walk past the park where we carved our initials. Snow covers the bench, hides our small miracles. I sit anyway, let the cold sink through jeans, feel the ache of December where summer had been. Your laugh used to warm me faster than fire. Now the sound's in my head like a tape on expire. I close my eyes tight, try to summon the glow, but the memory flickers and fades in the snow. I rub my palms together, breathe into the space, chasing the feeling that time can't erase. Cold hands, warm memories, one keeps me shivering, one won't set me free. Cold hands, warm memories, they burn in the quiet, they burn inside me. I reach for the past, but it slips through my skin, leaving only the frost where your touch should begin. Cold hands, warm memories. The kettle is whistling, steam clouds the glass. I pour tea for one, it's a habit that lasts. Your mug sits beside it, untouched for too long. The handle still curved to the shape of your song. I wrap both my fingers around the hard rim, pretend it's your palm, pretend we're not dim. But the warmth only travels an inch or two deep, then the cold rushes back like a promise you keep. Sometimes at night when the city goes still, I open the drawer where your letters are sealed. Read lines about summers and hands intertwined, feel phantom heat rising and leaving behind. I press them to my chest like they still carry life, but paper can't hold what was cut by a knife. So I fold them again, put them back in the dark, and let winter reclaim every last little spark. I tell myself someday the cold will subside, but the memories warm me just enough to survive. Cold hands, warm memories, one keeps me shivering, one won't set me free. Cold hands, warm memories, they burn in the quiet, they burn inside me. I reach for the past, but it slips through my skin, leaving only the frost where your touch should begin. Cold hands, warm memories. I could throw out the scarf, coffee's gone cold on the counter again. I made 2 cups out of habit, not sense. I stare at the steam till it disappears, like the way you goodbye just vanished in years. No crash, no fight, no final loud scene, just a door closing softly and me left between. I walk through the grocery, same aisle, same list. Your favorite cereal still sits on the shelf, unmissed. I reach for it once, then pull back my hand, fingerprints fading where yours used to land. The car rolls on empty, wheels whisper your name. Not the sound is so small, it feels more like shame. It's not the big waves that knock me to ground, it's the tiny ones building. No warning, no sound. Missing you kills quietly. No blood on the floor, no scream in the night. Missing you kills quietly. Just a slow leak of light, one breath at a time, one heartbeat too slow. You're ending me softly, and nobody knows. Missing you kills quietly. Smile at the barista, say thanks with a nod. She doesn't see the way my chest feels like sod. Wet earth after rain, heavy, hard to lift. I carry your absence like a permanent rift. At night I lie still, eyes open too wide. Count the seconds, you're not by my side. Your playlist still plays when I drive after dark. I don't skip the songs, though they leave their own mark. Every chorus reminds me how easy you laughed. Now the melody lingers like a photograph, half faded, half true, but the colors still bleed into every quiet place where you used to breathe. I tell myself someday the ache will grow small, but it only gets sharper when I try not to fall. Missing you kills of light. coffee's gone quietly. Still I'm missing, still missing quietly. If I leave, still missing, still coffee's gone cold, quiet. I stood on the rooftop where we carved our names in rain. Watched the letters dissolve, run like tears down the pane. You said some loves are seasons, then you turned into one. Left me chasing autumn while you chased the sun. Every promise we whispered got caught in the breeze, torn from my fingers like dry autumn leaves. I reach for the fragments, but they slip through like smoke. Now the sky keeps on taking what my heart used to hold. I call your name to the clouds, they just swallow the sound. Pieces scattered in wind, scattered in wind. Every part of me you broke floats further again. I try to collect them, but the gusts laugh and spin. Love turned to confetti and you're gone with the wind. Pieces scattered in wind. No map, no compass, no way to begin. Pieces scattered in wind. Your sweater still smells like the nights we stayed up too late, but the scent fades each morning like a cruel, cruel day. I fold it smaller and smaller as if size could keep you near, but even the fabric forgets how your arms used to feel here. I walk through the places we painted with plans. Now they're just echoes and footprints and sand. Every I love you I gave got lifted away, carried to strangers who don't know your name. I beg the horizon to send you back whole. It just stares, indifferent and cold. Pieces scattered in wind, scattered in wind. Shards of my laughter, shards of my sins. I scream to the current, but it carries you thin, till you're only a rumor under my skin. Pieces scattered in wind, nothing to gather, nothing to mend. Pieces scattered in wind. If I could catch one fragment, just one tiny spark, I'd hold it so tightly till it burned through the dark. Pieces scattered in wind, scattered in wind, drifting past memories I can never rescind. You walked into freedom while I stay behind, chasing the ghosts of what we left behind. Pieces scattered in wind. This heart learned the hardest lesson it could. Something's once broken, stay broken for good. Pieces scattered in wind, scattered in wind, in wind. I still taste your goodbye on my lips like cheap wine, the kind that burns, going down, leaves stains behind. You said we tried like it was paperwork to sign, but every word you spoke drew a new jagged line. I replay the moment your eyes turned to stone, the second you decided I could be alone. Your suitcase whispered louder than you ever could, told me the story ends exactly where it should. I begged the silence not to answer back, but it did. Goodbye cut too deep, too deep, too deep. Sliced right through the promises we swore we'd keep. You walked away clean while I'm still bleeding here. Love like a weapon, baby, you made it clear. Goodbye cut too deep. No bandage holds this kind of tear. Goodbye cut too deep. I sleep on your side now, try to steal your warmth, but the sheets stay cold like your last. It's not your fault. I trace the outline where your body used to lay, phantom touch that haunts me every single day. You said forever, but forever got short, left me collecting pieces on a broken chord. I gave you every fragile part I had to give. You took them all and still forgot how to live. I scream your name into an empty room. It echoes cruel. Goodbye cut too deep, too deep, too deep. Carve your name in places I can never reach. You left without a bruise, but I'm black and blue. How does leaving feel so good when it kills me too? Goodbye cut too deep. This heart won't learn, it just keeps the scar. Goodbye cut too deep. Maybe in another life I'd let you go easy. Smile through the record, say thank you politely. But this life, you tore me open wide and walked away while I was still screaming inside. I hate that I miss you, I hate that I care. Most of all, I hate that you're no longer there. Goodbye cut too deep, too deep, too deep. Deeper than the ocean, wider than the sea. You said one word and ended everything. Now every breath I take remembers the sting. Goodbye cut too deep. I don't know how to stop the bleed. Goodbye cut too deep. Goodbye cut too deep. Too deep. every second stretches, pulls me under fear. I trace the letters of you on foggy glass. They fade before I finish, like everything we had. Your coffee cup still sits where you left it last. Lipstick ghost on the rim, a memory half erased. I talk to walls, I never talk back, hoping one echo might bring your voice intact. But silence answers crueler every time, and all that's left is mine. I'm alone with your name, whispering it soft like a prayer in the rain, saying it over and over again till my throat burns raw, till the sound breaks in. Alone with your name, it's the only thing that stayed the same. You left, but your name remained carved in my chest, calling out in vain. Alone with your name. Alone with your name. I wear your old shirt when the nights get too cold. It smells like nothing now, just fabric and mold. I close my eyes and pretend you're still close, but the bed stays empty, the lie overdose. I scroll through old messages, read them like scripture. Every I love you feels like a fixture, stuck in my mind, replaying the frame where you said forever, then walked away. The room holds your absence like smoke, and I choke. I'm alone with your name, now that it's silent in the dark and the shame, saying it louder when no one's to blame, but the echo just mocks me, plays the same game. Alone with your name, it's all I have left in this hollow frame. You took everything else when you came and you went, now I'm left reciting what nobody sent. If you ever say mine in some stranger's arms, does it cross your mind? Or did you erase me clean like dust off a shelf? Well, I keep your syllables locked in myself. I hate how it comforts, I hate how it stings. Your name is my company, my cruelest king. I say it to feel you, I say it to die. I say it because without it I'd never survive. I'm alone with your name, breathing it in like the last of the flame, whispering, screaming, it's all just the same. A heartbeat that answer, nobody came. Alone with your name, it's the wound and the weapon, the loss and the claim. You walked into silence, left me in the frame, forever repeated. Alone with your name. With your name. I gave you the only key I ever owned, silver small engraved with the promises we'd grown. You turned it once, then twice, let the tumblers click, then slipped it in your pocket like it was nothing quick. Now the door stays shut, rusted from the inside out. I pound with both fists, but there's no sound, no doubt. Echoes bounce back colder, mocking every plea. The lock laughs in silence, it belongs to me. You walked away whistling, left me caged within. Heart locked, key gone, no way to open, no way to move on. You took the last piece that let the light in. Now it's dark in here where the hurting begins. Heart locked, key gone. I rattle the chains but the bolt holds strong. You left me imprisoned in my own skin, forever sealed where our love used to begin. Heart locked, key gone. I search every corner for a duplicate hide, in old letters and dreams, in the tears that I've cried. But every hiding place you already knew. You took the spare with you when you said we're through. The bars are my ribs, now the lock is my chest. Breathing gets harder with each shallow breath. I whisper your name like a code to the steel, but it won't budge an inch. It knows how to feel. You kept the key shining while I learned to kneel. Heart locked, key gone, trapped in the quiet where the memories spawn. You turned and you left without looking behind. Now I'm serving a sentence no mercy can find. Key gone. The ache is the warden, the silence the song. I beat on the metal till my knuckles bleed red, but the door never opens. You're already dead to this heart locked, key gone. Sometimes I imagine you reaching for it still, fingertips brushing metal on some windowsill. But then the vision shatters, you're gone for good, and the key's at the bottom of wherever you stood. I could beg the heavens, I could curse the ground, but nothing unlocks what you've already drowned. So I sit in the cell that was once your embrace, learning to live with the lock on my face. Heart locked, key gone, no rescue coming, no breaking the dawn. You made sure the mechanism would never give way. Now I carry this prison every single day. Heart locked, key gone, it's all that's remaining, the end of our song. I don't want it open, I don't want it free, 'cause freedom without you would just bury me. Heart locked, key gone, key gone, key gone, gone. Heart locked, key gone, forever. I found the box under the bed last night, dust on the edges, your handwriting on the back. Smiling faces stare up through yellow light. We look so alive, like we never cracked. Your arm around me, summer in your eyes, hair in the wind, no shadows inside. Now the colors bleed, edges curling slow, but the knife in my chest still feels brand new. Time took the pigment, left the ghost behind, but it never touched the wound you designed. Faded photos, fresh paint, every frame a reminder you never came back again. Smiles frozen in sepia, but the hurt stays in color, bright red, burning undercover. Faded photos, fresh paint, I trace your face with trembling fingers in vain. You walked out the door, left the pictures to stay. Now they're all that's left, and they cut the same way. Faded, fresh paint. Across the floor, like a broken map, trying to find the road that led you away. You laugh in the corners, our hands in a clasp, but the paper's so thin it tears when I pray. I whisper, come back to the girl in the shot. She doesn't answer, she's already forgot the way you said forever, like it weighed nothing at all. Now forever's just silence echoing off the wall. The ink's disappearing, but the memory's sharp. It carves deeper each time I reopen the scar. Faded photos, fresh pain, they promise tomorrow but deliver yesterday's chain. Your eyes still sparkle in chemical light while mine drown in darkness every single night. Faded photos, fresh pain, I should burn them to ashes, let the smoke take the blame, but I can't let go, 'cause letting go means you're gone, and these ghosts are the only place you live on. Faded, fresh paint, maybe one day the colors will vanish complete, and your face will blur into merciful defeat. But right now every pixel screams your name, and the sting feels as raw as the day you let flame. I hate how they comfort, I hate how they lie, promising us when there's only goodbye. Still I hold them close when the loneliness calls, because faded is better than nothing at all. Faded photos, fresh paint, they're all that remains in this empty refrain. And you faded from life, but the hurt stayed behind, vivid and vicious, cruelly unkind. Faded photos, fresh paint, I clutch them like lifelines in pouring rain. One day they'll crumble, turn to dust in my head, but the fresh paint, it never quite learned how to end. Faded, fresh paint. Faded photos, fresh paint, hands, pain. We built a fire high that winter night. Your hands on my waist, sparks in our sight. You fed it every secret, every sigh. Said we'd keep it burning till the stars ran dry. But you poured the silence like gasoline. One careless word and the flames turned me. Now watch the blaze lead through the wood we carved. Every I love you reduced, disarmed. Now the heat is gone, only smoke hangs on. Love turned to ashes, ashes in my hands, slipping through her fingers like forgotten plans. I try to hold the glow, but it sparks. I kneel at the hearth where we used to lay, sift through the remnants for one warm stray. A sync photograph, a half-burned note, your handwriting curling like a dying throat. The logs we stack with laughter and wine are black and brittle, no ember divine. I blow on the pile, beg for a sign, but the ash just rises and mocks what's mine. You took the oxygen, left me suffocating in love turned to ashes, ashes in my lungs. Every breath tastes bitter where our song once sung. I claw at the cinders, search for your spark, but all I find is darkness, endless and stark. Love turned to ashes, no phoenix, no rising, no second start. You left me the ruins, the weight of the fall, a woman made hollow by your withdrawal. Ashes, ashes, sometimes at night I still smell the smoke, feel the ghost of your warmth in the cold that you woke. I could curse the match, I could curse the flame, but the truth is crueler, we both knew the game. You let it burn out, watched it consume, then turned your back on the girl in the room. I stay by the pile, too broken to leave, learning to live where there's nothing to grieve. Love turned to ashes, ashes in my veins, poison in the bloodstream, nothing left to gain. You burned us to nothing, then called it release, while I'm still inhaling the end of our peace. Love turned to ashes, no embers, no warmth, no merciful cease, just me in the gray of what used to be fire, forever inhaling the funeral pyre. Ashes, ashes. I wake up reaching for lungs that won't fill the air, taste like metal, like your last goodwill. Every breath scrapes the ribs you used to trace, now they're just cages keeping your ghost in place. I count inhales like enemies at the door, 1, 2, 3. Each one begs for more, but more of what? More of the nothing you left, more of the hollow where my heartbeat is bereft. I try to hold it in, but the body won't win. Breathing hurts without you, every pull is a blade, every push is untrue. The chest caves deeper with nothing to prove, that love was the oxygen and now I can't move. Breathing hurts without you, like drawing on dry land, like choking on blue. You took the rhythm when you walked out the room, now surviving's a punishment, dressed as a tomb. Breathing hurts without you. I press my palm to the place your head used to rest, feel the shallow rattle inside my chest. The mirror shows a woman learning to gasp, eyes red from crying, lips crack from the lapse. I walk to the window, let the cold air attack, hope it shocks the system, forces something back, but the wind just whispers your name in cruel rounds, and my lungs collapse again on familiar sounds. I beg for one full breath, it answers with your death. Breathing hurts without you, sharp as the silence that follows. I love you. Each rise of the ribbons of memory renewed. Each fall a surrender I never agreed to. Breathing hurts without you. Air is too heavy, the world is too true. You left me the function but stole the why. Now I'm alive and I don't know how to die. Breathing hurts without you. Doctors would call it anxiety, grief, but they never tasted your mouth when belief turned to ash in my throat, turned to smoke in my veins. Now every inhale carries your chains. I could scream for mercy, I could beg for release, but even the screaming needs air for the peace, and peace is a stranger since you disappeared. So I sit in the ache and pretend I'm still here. Breathing hurts without you, it's the cruelest reminder.